Welcome back to another Evolution video. My name is Fiber and today we're going through the evolution of Teamfight Tactics, or better known as TFT. Before we get into the video, let me know down in the comments below when you started playing TFT and your overall thoughts on the game. If you didn't know already, TFT is an auto battler game developed by Riot Games. The game is a spin-off of one of the biggest games in the world, League of Legends, and is based on another game, Dota Auto Chess. TFT is a round-based strategy game that pits you against 7 opponents in a free-for-all race to build a powerful team that fights on your behalf. Your goal? Be the last person standing. The battlefield consists of hexagons, where players can strategically place units on the hexagons on their side of the game board between rounds. Each round, a short battle automatically commences, with 2 players matched randomly for that round, or else paired against a computer-controlled enemy. In the rounds against the computers, each enemy has a chance to drop gold, units, or items that players can use. In order to look at the evolution of TFT, we need to go back to a completely different game, all the way back in January 2019. A group of people who worked under the name Jodo Studio uploaded a custom game mode for Dota 2 to Steam called Dota Auto Chess. Being the game that pretty much inspired TFT, the principle of the game was essentially the same. Buy and draft heroes and watch them fight against enemy players on a chessboard. It didn't take long for the game to completely blow up. It had strategic depth, was easy to understand, and was very spectator friendly, making it a perfect combination for streamers to play. By the time March came around, the game was way bigger than what they thought it could be, gaining over 6 million subscribers. Seeing this game blow, many Chinese companies were attempting to trademark the name Auto Chess, the most distinct being Tencent Games, the multi-billion-dollar company that owns PUBG Mobile, COD Mobile, 3% of stake in Epic Games, and oh, who could have guessed? Riot Games. Jodo had turned down partnership offers from all of these companies and decided on taking full responsibility of this new game genre that they had designed. Of course, companies like Tencent and Valve weren't going to give up there. While Jodo was working on their own game, Valve had announced an officially licensed auto chess. They called it Dota Underworlds, gaining full permission from Jodo to release this. Being a bit late to the party, Riot Games had stepped in and announced that they would also release their own League version of a Dota auto chess game. Unlike Valve, Riot did not get any permission to release this, kind of like the Battle Royale scene with H1Z1, PUBG and Fortnite all being fairly similar. In this oligopoly, TFT had a way bigger advantage over the others. Instead of having to download and install a standalone game, TFT was accessible through the League of Legends client, which of course had nearly 100 million players opening it every month. Whenever you were curious about what TFT was, it was only a few clicks away. Now the irony here is kind of funny. Riot Games' League of Legends was a take on Dota. Now TFT is a take on a Dota 2 custom map. What made this stand out was the new features and mechanics that Riot had implemented in, from having better social features as well as a vast amount of different synergies. Also, the game's champion selection process was way different compared to the others. It was almost like a Mario Party game. TFT was initially released as a public beta on League of Legends on the 26th of June 2019. It quickly became one of the most popular games on Twitch. But this isn't really surprising. One of the main reasons why it's so popular is because, well, it's League. It utilizes League's already established champions, spells and items, meaning this was always going to be a hit. This and the support of many streamers, making it one of the most approved chess games on the market. Furthermore, it is also the first game that Riot have released since League of Legends back in 2009, meaning it definitely accumulated a lot of hype. What's crazy is that it did in fact live up to that hype and was quickly crowned as one of the best games within its genre. July 2019, beta season. What kept the community playing was the addition of Ranked, giving players motivation to play and continue playing the game. TFT, as we all know, is a branch off from League, arguably one of the biggest esports in the world. So of course Riot has to make TFT an esport. In July 2019, Riot announced an $125,000 TFT tournament featuring some of the best players in the game. So to prep for this, people would grind ranked with potentially thousands watching them. With this season, Riot also added a battle pass. Just like any other game, it is an easy way to make profit whilst providing content to the community over a large time span. Season 1, November 2019. Otherwise known as the Rise of the Elements. a bunch of buffs and nerfs occurred to various characters, and ranked mode was finally re-enabled, which was originally turned off for Riot to find the right balance for the champions in Season 1. Every single player would be reset to iron at the start of the season. For the first 5 TFT matches, you won't lose any LP, and when placed 4th or higher in game, you will also not lose any LP, making climbing ranks a little easier. Season 2 Stage 1, March 18th, 2020. This introduced a new theme to TFT, Galaxies, with a bunch of different maps with different perks on each one. There's the normal standard TFT map, which you have a 10% chance of getting into, the grand finale, which you have a 20% chance of getting into, where players receive a free reroll each round, a force of nature when stage 3 begins, and loot orbs from all minions and monsters. All other maps you also have a 10% chance of getting into. There's Treasure Trove, the Loot Galore Galaxy. The more minions and monsters you kill, the more items you get. In fact, all minions and monsters drop a loot orb. There is an element of RNG in Treasure Trove, but it should lead to a fast-paced and action-packed game. The Trade Sector Galaxy gives players a free reroll each round. This quickly adds up, saving you precious gold. You can use this to fish out and upgrade a unit, or to simply increase your level and the capacity of your board. The Super Dense Galaxy gives you a Force of Nature at level 5. A Force of Nature would normally require 2 spatulas, but in this case it's completely free. When you equip this item to a unit, it will increase your team size by 1. This means you can complete your compositions at an early rate and aim for as many 3-star units as possible. Galactic Armory gives all players 2 complete items at the start of the game. All players will receive the same 2 random items. The items though don't build from spatulas and they can't be identical. Plunder Planet. All champions have a chance to drop a coin in the Plunder Planet Galaxy, especially the first champion. Salvage Yard. When you sell a champion, any completed items they were holding are broken down into their components. And Mantis Delight. All players receive a free spatula at the start of the game. Similar to the Galactic Armory, there is a gold orb. This time though, you open it up and there is a spatula waiting for you. Season 2 Stage 2, June 10th, 2020. This was essentially an extension of the Galaxies update, resetting the ranked act midway. Season 3 Stage 1, September 16th, 2020. A brand new theme, Fates. This will include a whole new roster of champions. In addition to all the gameplay changes, Fate also brings a new way to show off your style. Let your spirit soar with 3 new dragon themed little legends who rock out together on their own instruments. Then check out all new star shards, arenas that react to your game state, and a shiny new pass and pass plus, featuring an exclusive little legend, arenas, booms and emotes. Season 3 Stage 2, January 21st, 2021. Festival of the Beasts, the first update of 2021. It features 20 new champions, a bunch of flashy new traits and reworks to a few synergies, as well as new little legend variants and a new Fate 2 pass. The TFT rank system will be seeing a lot of changes, as well as having ranks reset. Players can look forward to a new in-game mechanic called Lanterns, which will drop items just like the previous item components in various stages of a match. Season 4 Stage 1, April 28th, 2021. Reckoning, the most recent TFT season. This features new champions and traits, along with the shadow mechanic and new armory shops and the game's first lab, Hyperroll. Reckoning, according to the devs, brings players more dynamic moments to highlight the decision making like never before. The set also includes a new ranked season, as always with new items and units that deepen positional play and traits that bring unprecedented flexibility. But there's more. Players will be able to flaunt their style and show off to their opponents with 3 new little legends, a splash party arena and more. That's pretty much the evolution of TFT so far. What do you think will come to the future of TFT? It has came out so recently and there's so much more to come. Comment down below what you think, and while you're at it, you may as well leave a like and share this video with a friend. It helps us out tremendously. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in another Evolution video.